Sagittarius, I'm Christy, you're watching Tiny Turtle Tarot, and this is your reading for the week ahead. As always, if anything I say resonates, or you know it will in the future, because obviously it's not happened yet, please let me know by liking and subscribing. Also, please know I will never reply to your comments telling you to message me through WhatsApp. That's not me doing that, so block, report, or ignore. But just know it's not me. Let's get on with this reading. What is happening for you beautiful Sagittarians this week? Firstly, you have Five of Cups, but it's come out kind of reversed. Okay, Five Cups firstly. Who have you upset, Sagittarius? Someone's upset, but I don't think it's you. Four of Swords right next to that. They're healing. Knight of Pentacles. The Ten of Swords. Ooh, you caused someone... Ooh, okay. So I'll talk you through these cards first and then clarify and get more out of them. Queen of Wands on the bottom. You're looking good. You're feeling good, looking good. You're good. You're grounding this reading. You're great. However, someone else is not. So Five of Cups is someone's upset. Someone is regretting. Someone's grieving. Someone is not very happy with you. I don't know why I'm getting premature grieving. So it's almost as if somebody feels as if they've lost you from their life. But they haven't. They've done something wrong, they've messed up, and now they're premature, like, oh my god, nothing's ever gonna be okay again, Sagittarius is gone. And they may not realise that you would genuinely forgive them. Like, that something seems bigger to them because they, like, see you on a pedestal, or they see you as such, like, an important person to them, that they don't actually ever want to hurt you in the tiniest of ways. So something they've done, they might be like, oh my god, they're never gonna forgive me, and you're like, look, you just spilt a glass of milk, it's fine, you just clean it up, it's fine. Like, there's something where, which is funny because this is crying over spilt milk and I didn't even realise. Oh my goodness, because I was gonna say you've just spilt a glass of water, but I thought no, for some reason I'll say milk. This is crying over spilt milk. So like I said, someone's focused on ways that they've messed up but isn't realising that they could resolve the situation. This could be a friend, this could be a lover, it could be someone you're dating and starting to get to know, and you're someone that is a lot more like authentic or very honest with yourself and very aware that you in the past have made mistakes, you in the past have said things or done things that weren't completely like out of your higher self. So something they're doing wrong, it's not as bad as they think it is, and it's also something where you're like, I've done worse. I don't know, like there's something where it seems bigger to them because they never ever want to let you down or disappoint you, but it's to you, you're like, it's alright. Like, I don't know what that is, because also Sagittarius, you must really like this person, or you're, like, whatever this is about, if this is a friend, you have a lot of love for them because of the fact that you're, usually Sagittarius, you're a bit ruthless, or you're a bit blunt, you're a bit like, that's not okay, but for some reason, you're forgiving this person. You're like, I don't know what this is about. This is very un-Sagittarian-y. But also you're wise and you're all-knowing, and I think there's something where that's probably playing a big part because you're self-aware and wise enough to see the big picture and know that this isn't as big as this person is painting it out to be in their mind. That this could be someone that really beats themselves up over the tiniest wrongdoings. And so again, not only do they usually beat themselves up over the tiniest wrongdoings, this is magnified because they've done it towards you. Like, and I don't think it's anything major. It's like they may have just had to cancel a date, right? And like, and they're like, oh no, that was my one shot, my one chance, Sagittarius, it's ruined. They're never gonna forgive me. And you're like, yeah, you're fine. I've once cancelled on a guy 10 times in a row, so I don't really feel, you know, I don't really mind. Like, there's something, like, I don't know, whatever this is about, it's not as big as someone's chalking it up to be. And then you're like, I think there's something about healing. I think it's going to be healing for you to be on the other side of this. Maybe in the past you've done this, whatever this is someone's done, not that bad, but you may have done the exact same thing to someone else and they overreacted so badly to you and made you feel like you were in the wrong for doing it. So you getting the other side of that is making you go, oh, you know, I still wouldn't react the way that person reacted. Like, it's going to be healing for you to see from the other end of the spectrum or something. Yeah, like, say this is someone you're dating, maybe in the past you you left someone, you didn't reply to their call or something, and then you got like a really long message about how horrible of a person you were because you didn't respond to a call. And so now, like, this person hasn't responded to your call and you're completely cool. You're like, sweet, that's fine, you're busy, you got a life, fair enough. And you not reacting to it is healing for you, because you know that person doesn't deserve that. So then you're realizing in like a reflection, you didn't deserve whatever that thing was and the way that person treated you for it. But in your mind at the time, you were very convinced. I don't know, this is very confusing. I mean, it makes sense to me, but it's probably confusing if you're not understanding what I'm picking up, what I'm putting down. But yeah, I think someone's gonna, yeah, you're getting the other end of the stick, but in a healing sense, because you're realizing you're at peace with it, whatever this is. You're like, it's not that big a deal. Why did someone get so upset and angry at me? When now that I've felt that on the other side, I can understand it from that person's perspective, and I'll forgive them. I'll not even forgive. There's something so small and minute that you in the past were like made out to be so terrible for doing, and you're like, oh. But and you let them maybe make you believe you were terrible, and so now it's healing because you're like, oh, wasn't that bad. Was definitely not worth the reaction I was given for doing that. Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady wins the race. Be patient with yourself. I'm just kidding. Because my whole time I was talking about that, I was getting annoyed at myself for rambling. And now if you've watched my videos before, I ramble a lot. And it doesn't usually bother me. I ramble a lot. I have to talk. It's my channel, right? Unfortunately. So it's what I do. So if I ramble, it's a good thing. However, for some reason that whole time I was like, why am I still rambling about this? Why am I still talking about this? And then I was like, nah, just be patient with myself. Let's just get through it. And there's something here, I think, calling to be patient, to trust the process, to let yourself maybe not make sense, to let yourself talk about things that aren't really that important to other people, or whatever it may be. There's something about not being too harsh on yourself to always produce perfection or something, because you're moving forward. Like, as long as you're moving forward. Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady wins the race. If you can't walk, crawl. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. There's something where you are moving forward, you are succeeding in life little by little by little. Don't compare yourself to others right now, especially if you're seeing, right, we see the highlights, we see everyone doing certain things and just succeeding in certain ways, and we go, oh, I'm behind, I should be further ahead. So there's something saying to you, you're not behind. Take time, do your thing, just enjoy the journey. Just take a step back. There's something actually going to be very healing about a journey. Some of you could be on a road trip or traveling, and it's going to be very healing for you to just take your time and not be racing to your destination. Maybe that's what you're usually doing. You're constantly like, I need to get there as soon as possible. Something where you're actually going to take as long as possible in order to enjoy the sights, in order to enjoy what you're going through, what you're experiencing, what you're seeing. You're going to enjoy the path you're on rather than rushing to the finish line. And then you also have this card, which I love. A lot of people don't like it, and I think that's very Sagittarian, very different of seeing the good when other people would see the bad. Ten of Swords. There's something you've recently gone through that was quite heavy. You may have felt quite stabbed in the back or abandoned. You felt quite alone, like it was you against the world and no one's coming to help you, and why would they? It's your life. And you felt very alone, but also like, what's the point of getting up now? What's the point of moving? I've got 10 swords in me. I can't be bothered. And then the sun rises. So all these thoughts are going through your head, very negative, very, very, very horrible thoughts. And then the sun rises again. So there's this energy now in your life. The sun is rising. Things are getting better. Things are improving. Things are healing. After a time of you feeling as if things would never get better. Things were never going to improve. Things were always getting worse and worse. Ten of Swords means nothing can get worse. And a lot of the time, if you're having very, very horrible negative thoughts, and then you have this realization, actually, there's not really much worse than this. Things are going to get better now. Things are on the up and up. And I think there's just something around a specific area of your life. Swords can be mental, could be your mind is only going to get better and healthier. I'm not sure specifically for you, but it's like things are only going to get better from now on in some area. Clarify the Five of Cups. You have the Seven of Pentacles, patience. I said be patient with yourself, and now you've got Seven of Pentacles coming out. But also that's clarifying the Five of Cups of you being patient with someone else. You may think, God, this person is so upset over this. Like, and you might be a little bit put off, like, did they do something worse that I don't know about? Because they seem so sad about this, they seem so upset. Is there something more going on that I don't know? Have they cheated? Have they done this? Have they done this? Why are they so upset, so distraught? But just be patient with them, because I think this person might be used to maybe being cut off very quickly the second they do something that isn't perfect. The second that they're not this, you know, because like, we're human, everyone makes mistakes, and everybody makes mistakes, everyone has those days. And I think, oh my gosh, oh, I'm so sorry, this random laughing is not even worth me explaining. 5 of Cups, basically, be patient with someone that is kind of kicking themselves and really, really angry with themselves, upset with you, because it's something deeper within them, where they're used to maybe from, this could be like a core wound from childhood, where they're used to being criticized, or used to being made to feel like they are terrible, or they are a terrible human being because they have somehow done one little thing wrong. Leave. Pack your bags, go. Like, you don't deserve to be in my life anymore. You've done this one little tiny thing that's not good enough, and there's someone that's used to that happening. So I think be patient with them. And if this is someone where you're like, what the crap are you talking about, girl? Then it's probably someone entering your life this week that may be someone that really beats themselves up very quickly. And yeah, just be patient. Clarify the 4 of Swords. You have the Lovers, clarifying the 4 of Swords. Some type of love is healing. I think you're kind of being, I think you're entering someone's life, or someone has entered your life recently, for the reason of healing. For the reason of healing. Like, you don't need anyone else to heal you, but it's almost like healing comes in waves, and you're going to be this massive wave of healing for someone. Some peace bringer, some heal, like, to go, oh, I'm not going anywhere. Oh, I don't care. I don't care about that. That's going to be so healing for someone to experience, of you're actually not going to just leave or abandon them. Someone has an abandonment wound or something, and you're like this strong Sagittarian that's just like, ugh, you don't know me very well if you think that's gonna shake me. Queen of Swords, clarifying Knight of Pentacles. Queen of Swords, very funny. Sagittarian, you're very funny, but clarifying Knight of Pentacles, there's something about take your time with your words, because she's very quick, she's very quick-witted. Knight of Pentacles is very slow, so like, not slow as in slow, but maybe, so there's something where there could be a difference in your snappiness, and again, that might be why this person is expecting you to cut them off, because you're quite cold sometimes, or you're able to switch on to not putting up with people's crap. And so they think, oh god, I'm going to get that side of them. And that might be exactly why this person's so upset and afraid. They don't know what side of you they're going to get, basically. But with the Knight of Pentacles, there's something about, like, I think there's just 2 sides to you. I think there's another side of you showing up, that is very healing. Also for yourself. For you to be different, if you've experienced something similar. So we meet people very similar to, like, the things we've gone through, and it's very helpful and very healing, I think, because you're colliding or have recently collided with someone that has gone through like, similar things, and so you're both healing each other, like maybe not the same things, but similar things, or things that ignited the same wounds in you both or something. And so you not leaving, or you not whatever it may be, you healing and you forgiving and you whatever it may, it's so healing for you, and it's so healing for them. Because it's also creating this trust in them when you mess up, when you do anything wrong, where they're like, yeah, no, like, we're not perfect, who cares, it's fine, I forgive you. Thank you for apologising, but I forgive you before you even apologised. Like, there's something here of just this is very rare. This connection you have with someone, or that is coming in, is so rare, because there's no ego, there's no, you did this, I said this, you did, there's just peace. And then there's healthy communication to go, this didn't work out, let's figure this out, let's talk this out, let's work around this. And there's no anger. The only anger this person has is with themselves, and maybe you as well. Like, you only, yeah, it's never towards or outside of yourself. It's always inward. And so you're healing each other's inwards by being exactly what you're not used to experiencing. 8 of Wands clarifying 10 of Swords. 8 of Wands, communication. As I said it, I was like, it's like this healthy communication that no one else has. And I was looking at these cards going, I'm not actually seeing much communication, but I've said it, like it's come through. I'm a tarot reader, intuition, it's flowing out. Now, 8 of Wands comes out, which is all about communication. Perfect. So, clarifying 10 of Swords as well. There's something as well where your communication between, or maybe just with people in general, is getting better and better and better. You may be beating yourself up. Some of you might have social anxiety or just a problem with communicating authentically, or not abandoning what you really want to say, just saying what someone wants to hear instead of what you want to tell them. I don't know what it is, but there's an ending of things now are only on their way up, and they're going to get really, really good now. You're going to go from the bottom to the top. You're going to go from being like the worst communicator maybe to the best. The one that couldn't communicate what they wanted to say, could even be in this relationship. In relationships in the past, maybe you couldn't communicate or say or speak freely what you wanted to say, and now you're going to do the opposite and be able to say all the time, which is very Sagittarian-y. You're always going to be able to communicate. Maybe too much, exactly how you feel, exactly what you want to say without feeling completely ignored. You're going to be able to communicate in ways people understand. Like, you're going to be able to speak everyone's language. You're going from, even if you're speaking, no one could hear you, to I can speak everyone's language and I can adjust my dialogue. I can adjust what I'm saying to fit so that anyone can understand the point I'm trying to get across. I will adapt. I will make sure my voice is heard. Whereas in the past, it was like, oh, they thought I said this. Oh, that's okay then. Oh, I don't want to take it that way, that's fine. Give up, right? And now it's like, no, I'm going to fight that. I'm going to make sure they hear my point. They do not misunderstand what I'm trying to say. They don't misconstrue my intentions. I will be heard. I will be understood. I will be seen. Even if they do not want to understand me, I will make sure I have explained myself as best I possibly can in a way they are able to understand it. Like, in the past, it was like, they misunderstood me. Oh, they think I'm a terrible person. Oh, end of relationship, 10 of Swords, end of friendship, end of whatever it may be. That's it, done, because they misunderstood. And now it's like, oh no, like, you're fighting to keep anything. You're fighting, and it's not like, oh, I'm going to put up a fight, I'm holding on real tight to these people I should let go of. It's more like just fighting for your own intentions to be seen and understood. And if they then want to leave, you're like, cool, bye. But it just feels like, in general, in social situations, in communications with people, a complete turnaround of you making sure. I'm also getting, like, say you're at a restaurant and you say, oh, I want the spaghetti bolognese, please. And, like, in the past, they would say, oh, so you want the carbonara? And you just go, yes, thank you. Like, there's a switch happening of you, instead of feeling defeated and just going, yeah, thank you, you're going to make sure that you put up a fight to go, no, I said spaghetti bolognese. I don't know, like, there's a more intention and more perseverance to make sure your point is made. And so for me to say that, you've been misunderstood too many times with that 10 of Swords. You've been misunderstood, made to be the bad guy, or just misperceived, misconstrued. People assume this, and then you were so busy being upset or hurt, which is very easy to do, so hurt that people would think that of you, that people would think the worst of you, that you didn't put the energy into making sure you corrected their thoughts, and now you're correcting. You're like, how dare you think that of me? This is what I meant. This is what I said. And you know I would never, like, there's something where you're fighting back, you're communicating very, very fiercely. I love it. I'm going to wrap this reading up here. Thank you so much for watching. If anything I said resonated or you know it well in the future, please let me know by liking and subscribing, and I'll see you next Tuesday for Tarot Tuesdays.